Hey, this is John with the Digital Growth Community and brought to you by B.O.S. Solutions. And I'm going to tell you how you can be your own self solution. You know, you've been seeing me do these videos, and, you know, over time, got more comfortable and everything like that. And it's an investment in myself, putting myself out there, an investment in the program, the legacy program. But you know what it is, what you are afraid of because you don't want to do this is okay, spell it out for you. What are you really afraid of? Any guesses? What is it? Well, here it is. Judgment. You know, if you're always afraid of judgment, you're going to play small. You're going to stay right where you are. You're not going to go after things that get you out of your comfort zone. You're the person that is doesn't want to take the shot the last few seconds. You're down by one. You're scared to take that shot. Well, you can't be because what's the worst you're going to do? Fail? But you will never, it's like if you never ask a girl out, you'll never know. What's the worst they can do? Just say no. I don't think that's failing. You tried. They have a boyfriend, husband, whatever, hopefully not a husband. But when you're young, you're scared. You're afraid of what is everybody going to think. And we all come to a point in our lives like, who cares? I'll try. And that's the same concept I have with the legacy program because I have my own business, but the reason I chose to use the legacy program in the digital online business education is because I seen the benefits of the value it brings. If you have an existing business already, and I've mentioned this before, you can incorporate it and solve other problems and give your customers and clients more options to help themselves. And that's what this program does. If you don't own a business, this is a great opportunity to be your own boss, be your own self solution. These are the things that drive me. I can't sit and play basketball anymore like I used to and seek that kind of thing. But doing these kinds of things kind of is the same thing because once I put the camera on, it's like being on the basketball court. I get over it, I can shut out the noise, and try to give you guys value. That's my whole quest in this process. And the value I'm giving you is there's four income streams. And the biggest thing that made me decide to do this program is the master resell rights. What that means is 100% commission. Nobody else takes anything off, takes a sample from the cookie. It all goes to you. It goes to your bank account. That's how you can change your legacy and get yourself out of debt if that's what your goal is, or just extra income for those vacations or free up time. You know, who loves going to work 60 hours a week unless, that it's your other business or whatever, and you got to do everything. Well, this program is based on a 2-hour workday, and you put in the time, and the programs work for themselves the other 22 hours. 24/7, you got a website. It's your call to action that brings customers. It's out there churning the wheels for you. And all they have to do is put in their email or put in the comments, I'm ready. And when you put in that email, the legacy program gives you a free guide how you can learn to make $10,000 in 30 days. But you got to put in the work. It's just like anything, you know. And here's the four program. What you're getting is online business education with this program. That is what I am trying to bring you. It can help you with your other businesses or start your own. One is the launch pad. It's a beginner friendly where you can sell each one of these programs individually if you wish. I rather sell, and I bought all four at once because that gives you the master resell rates. But passive daily pay is it set ups the income streams, it funnel and how to funnel the emails so they get the next video. And that's of the person that set up this program, Michelle O'Neill. She set up the digital growth community, and she's on there weekly. She has weekly webinars. She's a real person. There's a real live community at your fingertips. The other part is digital mastery, advanced strategies, how to scale, automate, and soon you'll learn how to you can dominate in your space. You got to be your perfect avatar. Who are you selling to? A younger version of yourself, an older 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You know, we've all, every age group. It's not just for one age group. You can use this at any age to better yourself, better your company, start an existing company so you can be independent, your own freedom. You can be your own boss. That to me means be your own self solution. The legacy program, when you get all four programs, and that's what gives you the resell rates. Any of these programs, you get the resell rates. Like I said, that means you get 100% of the commission, nobody else. That's a $1,900 value. The other thing is if you're worried about being a tech person, not being a tech person, they have that solved. They got people in the community that are certified to do that. And that's what I did because I didn't want to waste a whole day trying to do that because that's what it'd take. And I'd still have it messed up. Seriously, I'm sure I would. I can do the normal stuff, upload emails, whatever. But I'm no wizard on that stuff. The other thing is, you can still get all four programs and still make uh, a payment of 250, and it's called the afterpay program. That's what I did. They set it up where you do four payments of 250 and you're done. You get your website, which is your freedom machine that's working for you 24/7, and that is $39.99 with GoDaddy. And just so you know, there is another program in addition to this. They got it in Spanish. I haven't gotten to that point yet, but that is one of the options also. Um, but if you are scared of being judged and everything like that, it's an investment in yourself. Do you really care what people think of you after? You know, you got to get over that. Whatever age you are, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60s, you know, I think, it's just like, some people, when they get older, they lose their filter. You probably got a grandma, grandpa, it's like, at the, upcoming Thanksgiving meal or something, you know, that's kind of the mindset you want and go forward. But I have told you all the benefits of this program. I don't know any downside of it. The only downside is if you don't do it and you don't want to be judged or put yourself out there. That's the only pain you got to endure is putting yourself out there because the community is going to egg you on, and there's nobody that sits there and says demeaning things about you. They're going to encourage you. There's going to be a constructive criticism, maybe, if you ask for it. I've asked it for it in my videos. I'm like, I know I'm not perfect. I got my buts, ands, whatever. I got something hanging from my whatever nose, hair coming on my ear. Well, none of that. But if you want to make a difference and see, give yourself some financial freedom, let's give this a try. Go to my website, legacywithyou.com, and you get your free guide, and we start off running. So I'd love to see you there. Have a great evening, safe, and great weekend. I will talk to you again. Take care.